you add money to your account, I get paid, and then here, look, I'm writing a check, I'm subtracting. That's all money, that's what he taught me. That's all money is additions and subtraction. He never really tied so much emotion and excitement and all of that. He tried to kind of say that's just what it is. And so anyway, anyone else want to talk about stability and financial? I was commenting on the teachable moments, but anyone else can comment on that. If anything came up, hi.
Yeah, I think, again, just having those conversations like Ash Cash said. I mean, I grew up, my dad had an 8th grade education from Mississippi, and my dad went to the factory and worked 38 years, and he got his check on Friday, went to the bank, cashed it, put it in a brown paper bag, took it home, count every dollar out to my mother on the table, and she made it happen. And we didn't learn any. I mean, when they talked about money in my generation, they're like, y'all need to go to the other room. We didn't have those conversations that we need to have. And so I do think that's so important that we have those conversations and not always try to protect and hide our kids from the truth. If it's tight, it's tight. And we just need to be very honest with them about it so that they don't have this false sense of we know what we say, money grows on what? Trees, right? So they don't have that false sense. The other thing that hit me is that I think we need to change their heroes. We need to change their heroes. Their heroes need to be entrepreneurs. There needs to be the Ash Cash, the Dr. Boyce Watkins. My grandson, he is, he's 9, and we were in a meeting, and Michael V. Roberts, which many of you probably know, he's been part of this convention before. You know, he and his brother together are black billionaires, and he came by and he touched Cam, his sweatshirt, and he says, I'm never watching this sweatshirt again. I mean, he's like, Michael Roberts is now like his hero, you know, and that's the kind of heroes that we need our kids to have. It's not just the entertainers, it's not just the ball players. They need real entertainers or real role models, entrepreneurs, and they need them in their own house.
Wow.
They need them in their own house. You can't give what you don't have, right? And so we got to get our stuff together, because what you do speaks so loudly they don't hear what you say. And so I think that's an important part of creating the stability.
Oh, excellent. I see Jay grabbing the mic. What you got? Yes. What's on your mind?
I love the idea of us creating our own heroes, and a great place to start is with doing our own genealogy and knowing who your people are and where they came from. My biggest heroes are, my grandparents and great-grandparents, and even the work that, my parents do. So I think that's really, really important, and it is sort of like a missing link that we can reclaim, like trying to figure out the gaps within our family lineages and making connections and looking for patterns, migration patterns, health patterns, behavioral health patterns, our people's relationships to money, the transfer of wealth, and all of that. I've learned so much through just doing genealogy research and having the family tradition, the oral tradition being, passed down to me from my grandparents. So I've always known the plantations, the churches, that my folks have built in different industries and their contributions. So that is very, very important when we start to think about redefining our heroes, but really transferring that knowledge down to the next generation, because it gives us a deeper level of racial esteem and confidence. And that's something I wanted to speak to